Hello, Taurus. Welcome in or welcome back to Go With The Flow Tarot. Not your overall general energy. Nope. This is going to be a reading for the month of October. I am going to pull, I'm going to try to pull 3 cards. Spirit might puke out a few more, but I'm going to tap into the beginning, middle, and end of October with this deck. Ooh, with the Magician on the bottom. We know what that means. Manifestation at its finest. You got all your tools you need, my darling. So, for the beginning of October, you have pulled the 6 of Wands. So, success after a difficult time. This is like coming home from the war and being celebrated. In the middle of October, you pulled 2 cards. You pulled the Ace of Cups along with the 10 of Pentacles. So, this very, very well could be you winning the lottery. The Ace of Cups being an emotional new offer, an offer that is going to have your emotions overflowing. The 10 of Pentacles being everything you want and desire. It could well be money. It could be your health. It could be love. Whatever you really, really deeply want more than anything else. It can also be a gift from an unlikely source, especially with that Ace of Cups there. We will tap in later further to find out. In your end of October, you have pulled the Knight of Wands along with the King of Wands. So, either somebody is extremely passionate about you and is coming charging towards you, or you find somebody else to be extremely sexy, charming, and passionate, and you're gonna hastily make your way to them. Possibly too hastily, but we will have to tap in further to find out. So, the 6 of Wands for the beginning of October for the Taurus collective. What do I need to know for their greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose regarding that 6 of Wands spirit? Thank you. All right, my darling, you must have a fire sign in your life or someone with fire heavily in their chart, specifically Leo, because you have pulled the King of Wands again. And I have assigned kings as outside energy coming in for my viewer. Male or female, this is just energy. This is somebody who could well be a Leo or have lots of fire in their chart, but they're going to be very sexy, very charming, very charismatic, very outgoing. They're also a visionary. They have a ton of foresight, more foresight than anybody else. Well, I shouldn't say anybody else, than any of the other court cards in the tarot. We'll put it that way. That is looking really, really good there, my dear. So, 6 of Wands, King of Wands. Anything else you'd like to say about that for the Taurus collective, for their greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose? Thank you. The King of Pentacles, or excuse me, the Queen of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. So, focusing on your resources, your home life, your stability, your finances, and very slowly, very methodically, very deliberately deciding where to plant seeds for the future. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful cards and energy to be pulling, and very rather balanced energy, might I add, for the beginning of October. I would like to pull one more card though. 6 of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles for Taurus's greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose for the beginning of October. Thank you. Ooh, I do not understand why this came out in reverse. This is the Ace of Swords, which is the sword of truth. This in the upright would mean learning the truth, finding a victory, trimming the fat, and with all the other cards that came out, I don't understand why this came out reversed. So maybe you're not seeing the truth of something that you need to be seeing. I'm going to have to keep tapping in. I can't just leave that alone. Why did you give me the Ace of Swords in reverse in the beginning of October for the Taurus collective? Thank you. Okay, well, maybe it was long ago that you didn't see the truth, but maybe the end of September, you weren't seeing the big picture. You weren't finding a victory. You have to be now with all these other cards, because clarifying it is the 10 of Cups. So I'm really, really lost there. Everything else makes sense. I don't understand why this Ace of Swords came out in reverse. The 10 of Cups is ultimate happiness. It's the second happiest card in the deck next to the Sun. Second most positive card in the deck next to the Sun. So one more time, please. Why did I get that Ace of Swords in reverse for the Taurus collective? It definitely came out reversed. Thank you. Okay, so you had a bit of a heartbreak. You had something that wasn't a victory, but it's okay. So what came out clarifying further was the Three of Swords and the Two of Wands. The Three of Swords did come out reversed. So I feel like you had a vision for something in the past. You tried your best. Okay, let me explain it this way. The Two of Wands, he built a castle. You can't see it. The castle is behind him. This represents his past. This represents his future. So when he built that castle, he looked at it and he went, this just isn't quite what I was after. This isn't what I was really visioning. So I'm going to look at the world and I'm going to study and I'm going to decide where to go and try and build another castle, one that is actually what I was trying for all along. I want this to turn out a specific way. It can say that you're needing to take action, and especially with that Knight of Pentacles there, it is extremely slow moving, but I think you're just being wise, Taurus. I think you're just being wise in making sure that you don't try to do this again and make the same mistakes. So you're doing good. You're actually doing great because you have the Ten of Cups for the beginning of October, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles for the middle of October. So closing cycles happily and easily. Doing really, really good there. So let's move into this Ace of Cups and Ten of Pentacles for Taurus's greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose. Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, clarity, please, for the middle of October. Thank you. Ooh, yeah, an emotional new offer. So, okay, you've pulled the Lovers and the Star. Both very, very positive major arcana. I mean, the Lovers can represent just making a choice regarding your higher self. But with it coming out with the Star here, this is, and the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, like, invite me on to celebrate with you in the middle of October, Taurus. You're going to be having a hell of a time. So this could be a partnership, or it could just be you consulting your higher self to follow your true north, your guiding light, what genuinely motivates you and inspires you, what really lights you up inside. That's what you're going to be following. Looking very, very, very nice. Let's check into this Knight of Swords and King of Wands. Did receive an intuitive hit off this Knight of Swords, so let's tap in. Knight of Swords, King of Wands, please. What is Taurus being hasty about? Or the person in there? Yeah. Hasty, 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 hasty. The Knight of Swords, King of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Swords. Spirit really wants us to pay attention to this. You do have the Knight of Cups and the Two of Swords on the split. So you could be facing a crossroads regarding a knight in shining armor, somebody you would consider to be a knight in shining armor. You've got some this or that thinking going on. The blindfolds in the tarot represent not trusting your intuition. So look for signs and synchronicities from the universe. Spirit is always trying to communicate with you. They want to talk to you about, I guess, this King of Wands. So more on the Knight of Swords ×2 and the King of Wands rather, for the end of October for the Taurus collective. What do I need to know for their greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose? Holy sheep shit. Okay. You pulled the Magician alongside the Strength card. So whatever this hasty, fiery, charismatic thing is, you manifested it. Now it's time to be brave and see it through to the end. Tame your inner beast, your inner critic, your infinite nature of consciousness. This is something we have to work in and day out, because our consciousness, unless we're dead, is always there. So be really, really strong, really brave, very self-assured. Anything else on the double Knight of Swords, King of Wands, Magician, and the Strength card for the end of October for Taurus? Their greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose. Okay. You know what? Maybe it's not that hasty at all. Maybe it's just a manifestation coming in hot, and when it shows up, you're gonna go, holy crap, it's here. What do I do? Be strong, be brave, be bold, be fiery. And you know what? These are double Leo cards, so you very well could be dealing with a Leo here, somebody with Leo or fire heavily in their chart. Page of Swords is saying be future focused and be looking at all of the information you possibly can. Study all of it, dot all your I's, cross all of your T's, learn everything you can about whatever it is you have foresight for, or whoever it is you've got foresight for. Anything else on the double Knight of Swords, Magician, Page of Swords, King of Wands, Strength card for Taurus for the end of October, Spirit. Ooh, seeing Judgment and 10 of Pentacles on the split, being called to a higher timeline. Don't cling on too tightly to anything. If you are simply just focusing on building up your finances and your stability, great. However, if you are holding on too tightly to something, it is time to let go and let God. I do apologize for the noise out here, Taurus. I do not have anywhere else to film. I'm doing my best. So I'm going to grab this other deck now and just say, generally speaking, for the month of October, advice for the Taurus collective for their greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose, please and thank you, Spirit. Oh, there's that freaking 4 again. Oh, and there's also the Magician again. So you might be feeling a little bit spoiled for choice. I'm going to tell you again to let go and let God. Okay. This fire sign that we've been speaking about, now this could be another person altogether. Your crossroads could mean that a new person is coming into your life, but you have another king here. This is Aquarius's card. It can incorporate Gemini and Libra as well, but it's Aquarius's card, or just somebody with air heavily in their chart. This person has the most wisdom. This could be a mentor for you, a therapist, a teacher, some kind of guide. It's likely going to be somebody older than you. It's definitely going to be somebody wiser and more mature than you. They're going to come in and they're going to help you out with making a decision because you are feeling a little spoiled for choice and not exactly knowing what to do next. Your advice is to let go and let God. Rest, relax, recover, and pray for a blessing, and that blessing will come. So let's get you 3 inner child oracles to close out with. One for the beginning, one for the middle, one for the end of October for the Taurus collective, please and thank you, Spirit. I would like 3 cards for the Taurus collective. There's 1, thank you. There's 2, thank you. Aries pulled that card as well. And another one. Okie dokie. So for the beginning of October, listen, your inner child has something to say. I will read these in just a moment. I'd just like to show them to you first. The middle of October is flow with the rhythm. Get lost in the rhythm of movement today. Excuse me, Aries pulled that for, I believe, the beginning of October. So if you have Aries in your chart, I'd go watch that reading. And for the end of October, you have let go of the past. It's time to envision a new story. And there is a lot of future movement, future focus, future thinking with the King of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords. So 100% going to be your card. There's definitely going to be some advice in there for you, Taurus. All right, starting off with number 25, listen for the beginning of October. Our inner child is comprised of the many different aspects of childhood we experienced growing up. This is there is a 1-year-old inner child, a 10-year-old inner child, an 18-year-old inner child, and an inner child for every age in between. At various times in our lives, different aspects of our inner child will need to be heard. This card indicates that an aspect of your inner child, one you may not have met with yet, has a message for you. Awareness exercise. Time to connect with this new piece. I'm sorry, it's so hard for me to focus when people are speaking so loud. Awareness exercise. Take time to connect with this new piece of you through inner visualization, responsive journaling, play, or intuitive art. Try to be open to what your inner child has to say. Many times in life, we repress aspects of our inner selves in a bid for safety. When events occur in our childhood that we cannot manage or understand, they become suppressed aspects of ourselves. And I'm going to stop right there because I do recall seeing the Six of Cups a few times during your pre-shuffle, so I was actually kind of surprised when it didn't come out, but it's coming out in the Oracle card instead. Because of this, our inner child might bring up unprocessed events and memories for us to go work through as an adult. If this occurs, be gentle with yourself and have patience. These memories and events will most likely be sensitive in nature because of how long our inner child has carried the pain of that moment. Give yourself plenty of time to sit with whatever comes up, setting aside the practice of processing these old memories if it becomes too overwhelming, or seeking professional help. That would be that King of Swords. He's buried under all the other cards. Sorry, you saw him. The King of Swords, that would be a therapist. Responsive journaling prompt. Excuse me. Is there an aspect of your inner child that you do not wish to meet? Is there a way to create space for that aspect to come forward today? Only you can answer that, my dear. Okay, so let go with the past was the end. Flow with the rhythm. Get lost in the rhythm of movement today. Number 14. When we were children, dance and movement were natural parts of our being. We knew intuitively how to find joy in rhythm and how to express that joy with our bodies. Maybe along the way, we were told that our expressions were not good enough to be considered dance, but the truth is, that every dance in existence was first made up by intuitive movement. Like so much in this world, the art of dancing is a subjective one, and you get to decide how to participate in it. If you have pulled this card, then it may be time to dance. Playfulness exercise. Put on some music and let your body move with abandonment. This is a time for freedom and play, not a time to worry about technique or style. Dance for the pleasure of moving and release any thoughts you might have of not being good enough to dance. In the world of movement, there is no such thing as good or bad. There is only what you make of your experience. If you find it difficult to dance without judgment of your movements, try dancing with your eyes closed. If you choose to do this practice, I would suggest dancing slower and in a room with plenty of space. Responsive journaling prompt. What emotions come up for you while dancing? Do you feel uncertainty or shame around your body and how it moves? Do you feel joy or freedom? Do you feel awkward? Whatever feelings might arise, ask yourself why it is that you might be experiencing these emotions around dancing. And finally, for the end of October, let go of the past. And Aries had a very similar card. It's essentially the Oracle version of the Death card. So if you've got Aries in your chart or you're dealing with an Aries, definitely go watch that reading. Let go of the past. It's time to envision a new story. The past is a complex thing. It can hold for us all the core elements of who we have come to be, our very essence and identity. Sometimes we can be conflicted about our own story and how it has unfolded. Maybe we identify with one aspect more than another, or maybe we have rejected the past completely. However it may be, how we view the past can have a drastic impact on how we view the present. If you have pulled this card, then it may be time to look at how your beliefs about the past might be shaping your actions in the present. Inner work exercise. Ask yourself if the past has created an identity that you no longer wish to claim. Is there a label that you or others have placed upon you that is no longer serving you? If your answer is yes, then your responsive journaling might be good to help you work through this now. I feel like this is really speaking to the Seven of Cups, where you're like, I don't want to have this title anymore, but I don't know what title I do want to have. Responsive journaling prompt. Ask yourself how this label came to be and how you might be able to release it. Make sure to pay attention to your self-talk around this label. What might you be telling yourself on a daily basis to reaffirm this unwanted identity? Ask yourself, how can you release this identity today? Well, my dear Taurus, I know you're Taurus. It's looking like a fairly decent month for you. Just stay strong, keep taming that infinite nature of consciousness, and don't be scared to ask for help. Don't be scared to ask for a mentor or a guide. I hope that was helpful. I thank you ever so much for being here, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.